Hello, and a very warm welcome back to the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast. My name is Dom.
And I am Ant. And today, to move on from our video that we've just filmed, which was about the top 10 superstars to appear in the Money in the Bank ladder match 2018.
For the men.
We have the ladies ladder match and our predictions for the top 10 people of who will be in that. Now, just a quick note, we're just filming this the day after Backlash. There has been no Raw, there's been no SmackDown. I imagine we'll probably get a competitor that's going to fight in it at both of these events. But that's cool. We're just going to come up with predictions and see who we think we are. So please like the video, comment down below on what you think, and subscribe for more videos. We'll also go into why we think it'd be good to win it and things like that. So let's go with number 10, who is
Peyton Royce.
Peyton Royce, just been moved up, part of the Iconics.
Why choose Peyton? Because obviously this was a list that we worked on, but then you've got a lot of these picks, and I actually agree with a lot of your picks for a change. Why take Peyton?
I like Peyton a little bit more than Billie Kay. I don't like Billie Kay's ring gear as much, the whole velvety thing.
Okay, so
I'm not a fan of. And also, I think her character work is a bit weird. They've sort of gone for this. They're a pair at the minute. They're very much a pair, and the character work as a pair is great. When Billie Kay was in NXT, she was more of before she became a pair with Peyton Royce, she was more of an aloof character. That's what the whole opera singing entrance was about and stuff like that. I just think Peyton Royce is a slightly better worker than Billie Kay. I've enjoyed her matches with Ember Moon, and I think if you let's say, for example, if you look at the 4 women match which happened on NXT, which was Kairi Sane, Nikki Cross, Ember Moon, and Peyton Royce, and I think they've got a little bit more belief in Peyton Royce, and I think she's a slightly better worker actually as well.
Okay,
so that's why.
I can get behind that.
In terms of the ladder match, I think it'd be a great way to introduce her to the audience for one. It'd be a great way to get Billie Kay involved somehow, and she'd be a great heel with a tag team. I think the Iconics could be.
Yep.
I'd quite like to see them in the tag team division as opposed to winning a solo briefcase, but I still think she's got a chance to be in it, and that's why she's on the list. Number 9.
Sweet Ember Moon.
Ember Moon. Why do you think Ember Moon will be in it?
I think she's a great performer. I think she will, again, very similar to how we've talked about Zayn and Almas, to give you a bit of an insight into our previous video on the men's side. Really great at high spots. Really great, really great performer. Now they can't do what they did with Asuka and Ember in NXT and give her a long streak. I don't think it would work the same in a WWE main roster context. But what they can, she's not going to. I don't think she's a believable winner.
Yes,
but she's not. It's not going to be part of any streak of any kind.
No, I think. But the thing is, with whoever wins the Money in the Bank ladder match, they'll lose every match until they win the ladder match. Anyway, I mean, but. Yeah, I think Ember would be a good face to have in it. Yeah, for one, I think agree. She's
you can't see her, you can't see her be a heel for a while. I mean, it's possible. I mean, they did it with Shinsuke, but I believe that she's a bona fide, absolute quality face.
Yeah, I think it's difficult to. It's hard to say anyone as a face. Although I think the overall winner of this may be a face. I think. Yeah, I just think it'd give her the good push that she needs right now, and it'd hopefully help her build up a character a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Next up at number 8, we have Charlotte Flair.
Indeed.
Why does Charlotte Flair need to be in a ladder match?
Well, you see, this is interesting. Again, she's already done some incredible work in ladder matches before.
Yeah.
She's an incredible performer. The problem with Charlotte is they need more titles in the women's division, I think, because Charlotte dominates everything, and quite rightly so. She's the best performer outside of Asuka. Yeah. But the problem we have is that Charlotte now is a bit like I suppose I haven't really watched football for many, many years, but it's like the Manchester United or Manchester City of WWE in the way that they dominate everything, and there's very little room for anybody else to believably, a bit like they've got with the main roster,
with Brock Lesnar and
it's very, very difficult to imagine someone overtaking them.
But then she has lost to Carmella. I mean, the thing with Charlotte is she's great, and no matter what she does in a ladder match, it will be epic. Same with Ember Moon. Maybe we'll get an eclipse off 3/4 of the ladder. That'd be amazing. Maybe we'll get a moonsault off 3/4 of the way up the ladder. You know, from Charlotte. Them type of spots would be amazing. Do I think she needs to win it? Not at all. I think she's always a legitimate contender without needing that briefcase whatsoever. But I think it'd be interesting, and I think she's probably moving on now to a full-time feud with this next person on our list, which is number 7, and that is Asuka. Asuka in a ladder match should be a dominating force.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. I mean, I love her as a character. I think she'll be a great heel.
Yes. Do you think that the
Not
ladder
by
match? Well, but it would be a good time to turn a heel. You know, and to if you're going to go into Charlotte and Asuka, have that heel face dynamic and have Asuka as the heel.
It's a good pitch, man. I like it.
Yeah, I think she'd be good with a briefcase. You know, it's the thing after a streak. She's now got something else that's sort of a gimmicky to carry on. Yeah, I think she'd be a good contender.
Absolutely,
and be good in the match as well.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
Good match actually. Last night against Bayley, one of the better matches of the evening. Her and Seth Rollins and Miz put on a good match, but everything else was a bit lackluster.
Indeed.
Why would Ruby Riott win it?
A lot of time for it. I think she's got this kind of Paige-esque vibe where I think they're going to try and create that kind of anti-establishment character that they had with Paige for a while. I mean, as an active performer with Ruby Riott, I believe that it's going to take her a few more months. Probably this might not be the launch pad for her, but I believe she will get to that point, that Paige type of success, which will come, in the next year, beginning of next year. But in terms of this match, again, really great high spots. She deserves to be in it. She'll probably do some really good work.
Would she do
some spots? I think Ruby Riott has the potential to do some really good stuff.
I think my problem with Ruby Riott, as I was sort of saying to you last night, is I want more of the anarchist of the punk side. Which I'm just not seeing at the minute, and I don't see enough individuality in her.
Yeah, she's always been around ever since she hit the main roster. Anyway, she's always been with the stable, hasn't she?
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, this could break her apart from that, which would be great. But I just want to see a little bit more anger in her, in the way that Paige, when she first came onto the scene, felt original. Mm-hmm. Ruby Riott feels a little bit like a secondary Paige.
Well, yeah.
And putting her in that, and it's not just the whole punk thing. I think it's also she's not as good as Paige was, and that's my problem with Ruby Riott. I think she's great. I think she could go further, but at this point, I think she needs to work on finding that anarchy a little bit more. Number 5 in our list is Sonya Deville. What do you think about Sonya Deville, Dom?
She's a great performer. I know you're
incredible.
I know you're a huge fan, but I think she's really stood out a lot recently. She's got that affiliation with the UFC type thing and the kind of Ultimate Fighter. Yeah. She's a tough cookie. Tough person, tough cookie.
I think the thing that really impressed me, because I sort of followed her when she was it Daria Berenato in NXT, and I enjoyed her all UFC gimmick. Obviously, that's got to step back a bit because now you've got the most legitimate UFC woman in the WWF right now. I think her performance at Elimination Chamber was outstanding. She really shocked me. Did you have her and Liv Morgan in it as well, was it? And she outshone Liv Morgan so much. She did great work with Bayley, great work with Sasha. And I think the Money in the Bank ladder match, it's always great to give it to a heel because they can carry it forward. It could take a character into a different direction. And I think Sonya Deville is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had she been a bit more established, I probably would have put her higher on the list than this. So before we go into number 4, please, if you're enjoying the video, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps us out, and write something down below.
Makes us feel special and nice.
Makes us feel special and nice. Number 4 is Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah, the whole Bayley thing, her and Bayley at the minute is dragging on a bit, isn't it?
A little bit.
I get a long feud. I like a long feud. I don't want everything to be over straight away. I just wish that they'd pulled the trigger on one of the heel turns. Do you think that's coming at SummerSlam?
Potentially.
Or potentially Money in the Bank ladder match, if one of them wins.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So I like Sasha Banks. She's a great worker. Bit sloppy at times.
I think she's
dangerous.
She's come on. She's getting better, but like I say,
Our feud with Charlotte was incredible 2 years ago.
She needs to be a proper constant heel. I think that needs to happen.
Really? Because I think it's the other way around. I think Bayley should be the constant
heel. I mean, Bayley should be a heel.
Yeah.
But they should have made Sasha a heel by now. She should be. You know, now it's time for Bayley to do it. But they should. It was always are they actually a heel? You know.
Yeah.
Is it that kind of feud?
So we might as well talk about number 3 because I'm going to move them around, and we're going to talk about Bayley. Think she can win the ladder match?
Yeah, well,
I think she'd be great.
She'd be a good winner.
A heel turn Bayley win, man. It'd be great.
Yeah, a heel turn. Yeah, absolutely.
A bit like in the women's, not the fabulous Moolah Battle Royale. The whole heel turn that they did with her throwing Sasha out, I just wish they'd sort of capitalised on that instead of having Naomi win for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it was kind of pointless, really, wasn't it?
Really pointless.
I mean, I like Naomi as a performer, but she's not on this list. You know what I mean?
She's not, no. But again, she could have been. She's
a good high performer, but you know,
a consummate talent.
Yes.
But yeah, I think we're going to get Sasha Banks and Bayley in the ladder match. I think that's going to add to the story, and I think that's the right way to go right now, as opposed to giving them a singles match.
Yeah.
Have the stories told in these sort of multi-man matches. I do think Bayley winning it could be great, especially if she won it via heel tactics. A great heel turn for Bayley, a great, a knockdown for Sasha Banks. So on to number 2, and that is Becky Lynch.
Yeah, Becky Lynch.
The Irish lass kicker. Yeah, man. Great.
She's got a great performance, but she's not kind of, and I love her image and the vibe, but she's not really doing anything right now of note. But I think she would be good foil for, a Sonya Deville to prove her dominance, a Ruby Riott even. Yep. She would have and she knows she can have good interactions with a Charlotte and Asuka, and she'd do well with Peyton Royce and stuff. She'd be a good face, a good foil for the heels.
Yes, absolutely. Not just that though. I think Becky Lynch, all the other horsewomen, the sort of Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte. Charlotte, her accolades are sort of above them all. But I also feel like Bayley took in the championship to WrestleMania 33. Was it? She went in as champion and came out as champion, or came out as champion. I don't know if she went in as champion. Sasha feels very big. Becky feels like the one that's been sort of left behind a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I really wanted to get that opportunity. Now, I think she's just filmed a movie, which could also be another great reason to give it to her. Also, last year we had Carmella Baron Corbin win it. We think it's probably going to be a heel winning the males. This would be a good face to give it to.
Yeah.
And you can't always have the heels winning Money in the Bank, or it becomes too predictable. And I think Becky Lynch could do something really interesting with this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even as little as simple as having Carmella as the champ. Even if she just cashes in against Carmella, and we have a Becky Lynch run for a bit. You've got Sonya Deville in there to sort of Peyton Royce, the Iconics. It'd be great, man. And the number 1. Before we go into number 1, please hit like, let us know what you think down below, and subscribe to our channel.
We'd love to have your support, attention, and love.
Survivor Series 92 video coming out this Friday, so check us out and subscribe for the latest notifications on that. Number 1. Dado.
I love her.
She's amazing, man.
Alexa Bliss, man.
She's amazing. Like, she's taken this awful Nia Jax storyline and actually turned it into something really quite funny. And she's so good at that. Her promo at Elimination Chamber was one of the best promos. Now, can you imagine giving that character the Money in the Bank championship?
Yeah, it would be frustrating for everybody, but in terms of something to watch.
It'd be so entertaining, and she'd run with it, man.
Absolutely, she would. Yeah,
she'd bring about because I think Carmella was quite good with the briefcase. I think she was a little bit annoying, but Alexa would bring it into
nail it.
Such high levels of it would really mean that the Money in the Bank title meant something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she'd cash it in at the right time, and she'd win, and it'd be great. And give it to Alexa. Don't have a cash in straight away. Keep it a while. My favourites to win this are either Becky or Alexa.
I say Alexa or yeah, Asuka's a good shout.
Yeah.
I agree with your sort, your discussion of Becky Lynch and Bayley. I think if I had to pick one, I would say, if I had to pick one, I'd say Asuka.
Yeah, right. I'd say Alexa Bliss, man. I think it should be exciting. It should be. It'd be great TV
I agree.
every week.
I agree.
So please, if you've enjoyed our video, like and subscribe. But also, don't forget to go back and watch our male superstars list that was also on the channel. And
yeah,
keep it gay.
Keep it gay.